Hey guys, you've tuned into Moneycontrol. I'm Manisha Gupta, and it is a difficult day of trade today across asset classes. You've seen that kind of a sell-off come in for the equity markets. Rupee has hit an all-time lows yet again, above 77.80, and we have seen sharp declines for many of the commodities as well. The kind of scenario in the global markets where you are looking at higher interest rates clearly continues to weigh. For the metal prices, it also is about the strength in US dollar coming back. That one is at a 3-week highs above 103, and that is really putting pressure on many of these dollar denominated commodities. And then the interest rate scenario, where the European Central Bank meeting yesterday suggested the first interest rate hike in last 11 years by 25 basis points in the month of July. And the second central bank is the US Federal Reserve, where the meeting is in the next week, Wednesday to be exact. And we are anticipating or factoring in 50 basis points of a rate hike there as well. But would be interesting to watch out if they give guidance on forthcoming interest rate hikes and the tone, the language itself, the inflation numbers, the labor, etc. Whatever they have to say on that will also impact our currencies and commodities and equities for that matter. Well, apart from that, the major point that has led to decline today also has been from China. We already are dealing with the weak China services PMI number. That tells you that the economy there is slowing, not just in sense of commodities, factory orders and manufacturing, but in sense of services as well. And that was expected, especially with what we saw in the month of April and May in sense of COVID like lockdowns. And then 1st of June, China was supposed to open, and it did. But that only lasted a week. And the second week of June is yet again looking at more lockdowns, restrictions coming in China, and that too in the major cities of Beijing and Shanghai. And that is disappointing for many of these raw materials and tangible commodities. So it's not just the metal prices, but the crude prices have seen a bit of a decline. You have silver, which is trading at a 3-week lows. Gold prices have declined by a percentage point in last 3 sessions. And we have seen palladium prices decline to a 5-month lows as well. So many of these commodities which have industry connections have seen a sharp decline. Within metals also, copper and zinc prices have declined 1.5% overnight, and the Asian and the European markets have seen further declines coming in. Well, actually, I was talking to some of the international analysts as well on metals, and they suggest that the metal prices do not have much higher from here to go. We are perhaps at a near-term top here. There could be more profit taking coming in from these levels. From the lows, we are nearly 7 to 8% on the higher side. From the top, we are still 18 to 20% on the lower side. And from these current levels, where we did see some opportunity buying on the lower side, these perhaps are levels ripe yet again to go short on these commodities. Copper, for one, continues to look quite bearish. We have seen it unable to keep or hold above $10,000 per ton on LME. Aluminum is the same scenario, even as the LME inventories for aluminum are the lowest in last 21 years. We haven't seen a very strong buying intent come in for this one as well. It actually has been two worlds, China and rest of the world. But whether you look at demand from China or outside, demand really seems to be quite weak there. The growth is almost negligible. Zinc as well, even as the inventories are on the weaker side, we haven't seen much gains come in there. That's exactly what the markets are saying. There's not very strong demand. At the higher prices, when the prices did touch an all-time high, there was some production that came on board, but the demand quickly dissipated, especially from China. So these are difficult times, and will metals run up too much too soon? That's not what the markets are anticipating, especially for metals like copper, zinc, even nickel has continued to decline. So a difficult day, as I said, and most people feel that from here at these levels as well, another 5 to 7% of a decline in metals is not ruled out.